about 1.7K. But for LEDs, we just cost about 500 only. Yeah, because one of this light, fluorescent lights, is taking about 36 watts. But one for LED is just 18. This you can see directly into the half only, but the brightness is the same. Okay, so 1 month we can save 1.2K bucks. Let's just now let's say that there's lights. Okay, so yeah, this is the one. Comparisons of all news. Okay, old ones. This is old ones. No, excuse me. This is the new ones. LED lights. Okay, this is a fluorescent lights. This price is includes all the tubes and includes the casings of here. Okay, so the old LED plants, they plug in 3 lights in 1 slot, but the new ones LED, we just need to 2 lights only.
2 tubes.
Yeah, 2 tubes only, because the 2 tubes already can cover the brightness of these 3.
Okay,
yeah, so it's
one thing before you go further, because I also want other students to pick up. Okay. Actually, very important when you talk about lighting design is emphasize on lumen to what?
Yeah.
Okay.
We also discussed after this slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just now you say 3 tube can be replaced by 2 tube. True. The reason is because of the illuminance actually emitted. So can you tell me the illuminance of 36 watt fluorescent tube each and LED lighting tube each?
Okay.
Because the total at the end, 2 add up almost has to be same as 3 add up. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So this per watt, right? I can having 100 lumens, and this 360, right? I can get about 50 lumens.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's compared is also the same.
Okay.
Yeah, but because this is 360 degree, so actually it has been more of the losses. It looks in 360 watts, right? But it's not means 360 watt is all giving to the light system. It's some of it is giving to the heat.
Okay.
Yeah, for some lights they're having the heat. So actually it's lost for the heat only. So we can compare out. Actually it's the same, the things almost the same. But actually it's because the losses. Yeah, because they need the reflect of here. Because the light, the first direct light you shoot up, okay, maybe it's 1000 lumens. But after it reflect and it not become the 1000 already, it will be less than. So the 3 LED, even though they having this one to put the light down all the ways, but you also got the losses, then the lumens also become low.
Okay, let me correct you here. Shall not emphasize heat when you compare fluorescent and LED lighting, because LED dissipate more heat. If you look at the LED downlight that available in the market, you look at the back, there's one metal casing. Same like computer, we call it heatsink. You look at the heatsink, it's so huge. The bigger the LED light, the bigger is the heatsink, because the heat is tremendous. Why there is a heat generated? You have to go back to electronics. All electronics, solid state, all solid state thing is made by silicon. When you force the current pass through solid state, eventually the solid state will do the work for you, like transistor, diode or whatsoever. So even microprocessor, the very powerful one is even more heat. Right? Nowadays, the most powerful microprocessor is much more heating compared with the old day, the Pentium 3. So now the heatsink and the fan has to build on top of the microprocessor. So there are 2 fans, one fan inside, one fan outside. Do you know that? So why last time only 1 fan and not so much heat? Because when solid state getting more and more powerful, you have many multi-layer. You're forcing all these things into integrated circuit. All these are more heat dissipated. Actually, LED lighting is not normal lighting. LED lighting is solid state lighting. So in certain countries, they don't call LED lighting, they call solid state lighting. It is made by electronics. So in terms of heat, it's not a good point to compare. When you compare with fluorescent, in fact, fluorescent, the only heat really dissipated is not really the lamp, it's only at the ballast. So when you touch the ballast, even your hand touching it, you don't feel that hot. Even though a little bit warm, but you don't feel really it will actually hurt you or anything. The heat is maybe around 40 over degrees Celsius or even 50, but it's not that hot to be fair. But for LED light, the heat sink, when you touch it, you feel heat. So actually LED two disadvantage. A lot of people did not explore because when you selling LED, you will say every good thing about LED. But we are engineers. We apply things based on what they are good and eliminate those things that which they have disadvantage. Because in engineering construction, everything, even the old thing in the old day, also very good one. But you know, you must know how to apply it. If you apply the old thing into the right way, it is work better than the new thing you apply in the wrong way. You understand? New thing you apply in the wrong way does not bring you any good. Old thing already proven 10 years or 20 years track record, and sometimes even more safer or maybe even more efficient. You see nowadays all the new Mercedes, new Volvo, a lot of electronics. Once the car breaks down, nobody can help you. Just break down beside the road. What can you do? Because the electronic malfunction. It's not the mechanical part, it's the electronic part. So you can say it is very good because it's electronic drive. But at the end, the electronic drive, once it malfunction, it gives you more problem. The normal mechanic cannot fix. And it will take you longer time to fix. Even you want to fix one thing, the whole PLC you have to replace and cost you more. So nowadays when people fix Mercedes, it's not talking about few hundred. It's talking about minimum few thousand. When there is a problem. When there is a problem. Mechanical part always very cheap. Always very cheap. But electronic part. So LED, I would say, don't use a heat to compare because you are not going to have very good, means that you are not going to win the process. So LED, you only can emphasize in terms of energy saving. In terms of brightness, yes, it is brightness, but you got another problem about LED is too glaring. Do you know that it's very glaring? The LED lighting, when you use your eyes to look at LED lamp, sometimes your eye also hurt, you know, eyesore. Reason is because the brightness already exceeded the normal vision that we can actually take. So in LED lighting, there are 7 areas now. Most of the standard is emphasizing, like most of the manufacturer, when they manufacture LED lighting, they are using LM79 and LM80 as the standards. The standards, LM79 and LM80. A lot of manufacturers in Malaysia, basically based in Penang, including companies like Osram, Philip Luminix, all these are three. They are all manufactured LED lighting based on LM79 and LM80. And this is not IEC standard, mainly it is American dominance. Okay. Vision and color is very important for LED lighting. Sometimes it's too glaring, it gives you problem because it will hurt your eye biologically. So another topic they are looking at is biochemistry. Biochemistry and one more thing is they are talking about the photometric of the LED lighting. LED lighting at the moment, you look at the angle.